Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here. Welcome back to another episode of ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. This is episode 50? 50? 49? 50? Something like that. I don't know. We're on the road to November to Remember. And I do apologize that this episode is later than usual. It's been a weird week. I've had to prepare for some stuff with school, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm on a break now, a week break. So we should be good to get back into the flow of things. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're in Hammerstein. Like I said, I'm probably gonna keep running Hammerstein until probably at least the end of November to Remember. If that makes sense. The end of November to Remember. I guess until November to Remember is over. Till we're past that, I guess, is what the proper word is. Because it says we could hold more, but I don't really know what that's going to do with our money. We might try it a month afterwards, where we try out the new stuff. Maybe we'll do that for December. We'll try out whatever venue would like us to go to, and we'll see what we do with money. But I think we're ready to just rock and roll. So we're going to open up with Taz. He's in the ring, and he's just like, all right, so where's my opponent? Because, Paul, you promised last week that my opponent would be here tonight. So, where is he? I've been looking around all day. I've been asking everybody in the back, and nobody's seen anybody. So, what's the deal, pal? And Paul comes out, and he says, Taz. So, here's the thing. I couldn't find you an opponent right now. I have a meeting lined up with somebody pretty important, I would like to think. But that's this week. I could bring him here if he says yes for next week. I just need you to give me another week. Taz looks at Paul and he says, do I have much of a choice, Heyman? I've sat here for week after week now calling anybody out, and nobody will respond. I don't know if that's because everybody's too scared, everyone's deaf, or I don't know what other reason there would be. But I want to do something, Paul. I want to be in action. You know what I mean? I want to go out there. I want to perform. And Paul says, I get that, and that's why I've got something for you tonight. In the main event tonight, you're going to be taking on Steven Regal and Rob Van Dam in, I think I said last week was his last match, but I think this week might be his last one. I don't know. I'm just going to keep using Steve in the main event until he leaves the fucking company, because I want to get good ratings out of him. You're going to take on Steven Regal and Rob Van Dam in the main event. And Taz says, you think those guys can handle me? 2-on-1? You think those guys can handle me? You think a blue blood who never wished to get his hands dirty and a fucking stoner are going to beat your best talent? Paul says, I don't know, but it's not up to you. It's up to you and your partner. You see, Taz, tonight, you're going to team with ECW World Champion Jerry Lynn. I feel like that's a solid enough main event. So yeah, that's an alright way to open up the show. I think it hypes our main event decently well enough. And, yeah. Let's move forward. We move into a match. It's a 63C. It's the match that we were told we would get last week, the rematch between Credible and Sandman. And Sandman wins this time with a flying leg drop. But, like, Bam Bam's fucking around on the outside. You know what I mean? He's, like, trying to distract Sandman, trying to, like, pull at him or something like that, distracting woman or something like that, maybe. And there's no real reason for Bam Bam to be out there. It just pisses Sandman off, you know? And he beats Credible, but it's very obvious that Sandman's pissed off because, like, Bam Bam's trying to fuck with him. You know what I mean? And so, that's this segment. Yeah, good stuff. Moving forward. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with these ratings for these two because we need to get them there, right? So, We get a promo from Sexton Hardcastle and Christian Cage. Speaking of Sexton Hardcastle and Christian Cage, because they remind me, because I was thinking of themes for them earlier. I have the playlist up on my channel now. I don't think I have all the names yet of the like people that the songs are dedicated to. I might at this point that this is up, but I don't have it done right now. I also have to change up a song. So yeah. Anyways, Sexton Hardcastle and Christian Cage. You know, we saw them last week. They attacked Jeff Hardy. Who are these guys? What do they want? And so the one guy starts and he says, I don't think we've been formally introduced to everyone in ECW, have we? Have we, Chris? No, I don't think we have. My name's Christian Cage, and this here is Sexton Hardcastle, and we're the Suicide Blondes. You may have heard of us. We're kind of a big deal. Matter of fact, I think... There's the dog in the background. I think you'd call us motherfucking superstars. I think you can hear the dog, actually. I don't know. If you can, that's fucking shit. Oh my god. What the fuck, dogs? Come on. Come on. Will they shut up? No, they won't. You guys probably can't even hear it. I just sound like I'm fucking crazy. Anyways, they say, we attacked Jeff and Matt Hardy last week to send a message. To send an impact into this company. To freshen up the tag team division, because we heard a little while back, you know, news takes some time to travel up to good old Canada. We heard that this company was looking to do something with its tag division, and, well, there's no better tag team in the entire world than the Suicide Blondes. So we're here. We made our message. We made our statement. We made our impact. And we're coming for the ECW World Tag Team titles. And so yeah, there's our little introduction there to the Suicide Blondes, kind of their gimmick, who they are. That's an alright rating. Let's move forward. Backstage, we get a Dreamer promo on Douglas, and he says, you know, Shane, I've talked to Paul a lot about you, about what you mean to this company. And Paul didn't mince words with me when he said that you are indeed the franchise. And I think not a lot of people give you that credit. You carried this company on your back for ages. You are literally the first ever ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling World Champion. You are, by all means, the franchise of this company. When people see posters, they see Shane Douglas. For the longest time, it's been like that, and I feel like it will be in the future. But under the surface of the skin, under the surface of the posters, there's something that needs to keep it going. There's something that needs to keep the shows running, keep the people coming. That's where I step in. I keep blood pumping into this company. I keep the breath in this company's lungs. I am the heart of this company, whether you like it or not. Whether you decide to acknowledge it or not. I keep you running. So I'm laying down the challenge right now. There's no better place to do this than November to remember. Me versus you. Franchise versus heart. I'll see you there, Shane. So there's that segment. We're setting that up. Moving forward, we've got a tag team match. It's our tag team champions in actions. The Dudleys put down Danny Doring and Amish Roadkill in about 3 minutes when Devon beats Roadkill with a 3D. Yeah, overall, pretty solid stuff. That's okay. Pretty good performance from Roadkill down here. 43. That's very respectable. Bubba Devon showed great chemistry together. Overall, they're just great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, but let's move forward again, I guess. It's a 64C as we see the champions interact backstage. You know, Taz goes to Jerry Lynn's locker room and he says, "So, champ, I heard we're teaming tonight." Now listen, everything's gonna be fine as long as you don't get in my way. Jerry says, "Wow, Taz, I kinda got the impression from afar you were a bit of an asshole, but never thought you'd say it to my face. I've heard everything you've said about me and my reign and me holding this belt and what your thoughts are on what your belt means compared to my belt." let me make something very clear. This belt that I have has and always will be the biggest prize in this company. There's a reason for that. It's been held by greats of this company, like the Shane Douglases, like the Tommy Dreamers. Two guys who I have a lot of respect for, whether I like them or not. But that's the difference, I think, Taz, between me and you. I respect you, but I don't think you respect me. Matter of fact, I think you've made it quite obvious you don't respect me. You don't respect my reign, you don't respect my morals, you don't respect my ethics. And Taz says, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I'd say I don't respect you. I don't respect flukes. I'll see you. See you in the main. So yeah, there's their little interaction there, continuing to tease the dissension between the world champion and the world television champion. I always like that dynamic, especially with Taz being such a strong television champion, you know what I mean? I think these two could really play off each other very well. 46D, you want to think of some weird practical joke that Stevie Richards and Blue Meanie could pull on Dawn Marie and Chastity. They do it in this segment. I don't want to get too weird with it, because, like, you could get weird with it, but I don't really care to, so that's this segment. Moving forward. Oh, shit, it's our main event. Wow, yeah, wow, dude, this match did really well. Rob Van Dam and Regal have excellent chemistry together, as always. RVD doing great, thanks to Regal. Jerry Lynn's gimmick is getting stale. That's pretty cool. I'll have to switch that up. Taz improving, Rio's pouring. So this is a pretty damn good back and forth, I like to think. Pretty much like a last hurrah for the tag team of the new era. But Taz and Lynn do not work well together. You know what I mean? They keep, like, tagging themselves in. I guess Taz keeps tagging himself in. Jerry tries to work with Taz, but Taz has none of it. So then Jerry, just in response, starts to shun Taz. And Jerry actually has Regal beat. He beat him last week. He hasn't beat again. He's just about to lock in that cross armbar. But Taz tags himself in and just throws Regal over him. T-bone suplex, covers him. 1, 2, 3. Stares at Jerry as he does it. You know, stands up and looks at Jerry. The entire time or whatever, you know, the crowd's applauding, you know what I mean? I like to think there's a pretty damn good match. It's 78B, I think the best one in the entire series. And so Taz just looks at Jerry, and he nods. He nods. And he holds out his hand to Lynn. And Lynn walks away. Jerry Lynn showing off a very you don't respect me, I don't respect you type of attitude. We close things out with a 59C as Regal and Van Dam kind of hug together. You know, kind of say their goodbyes to each other. You know, tag team partners. Taz says his goodbye to Steve. You know, curtain call kind of, you know what I mean, break in character. You know, thanking the guy for one hell of a run. And Jerry comes back and, you know, raises Steve's hand, as he's been such a big part of this company for the past couple months, and I don't know what I would have done without him. He's one of the best workers ever, pretty much always constantly underrated, and it's been really fun to work with him. I mean, it's not so much a crazy rare occurrence anymore, because I have him in my Fed save with 370. If you're not watching that, you probably should start watching that next episode, or whenever a SmackDown comes out. If the SmackDown just came out, watch that. If a SmackDown hasn't come out yet, you know what I mean? Like, if the last episode uploaded is Raw, don't watch that. If the next one, it's SmackDown. You know, I think you know what I mean. Because the production quality's going the fuck up. All right. But yeah, overall, pretty good end to the show, I think. What do we get? We had a 68C plus, up in 7. That's pretty good. There's Leonard Hupp. Excuse me. Looking around here, trying to figure out what else we've got. Oh yeah, I think I teased whoever Regal was bringing in. I think I teased that for last week, but that'll be next week. I promise that. Okay. And I apologize that that wasn't this week, but I started to realize that kind of like I needed one more week to do different things. Taz thinks Roadkill's gonna be a star, so the fuck do I know, I guess. Looking around, though, stuff looks pretty good. We made money last month. I don't know if I showed that or not. We made about 3K, which is alright. And we're making money this month, seemingly. So, you know, we're doing alright. We're doing alright for ourselves. I want to thank you all so much for watching, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sabu's still out for another 3 months, man. Once we get him, it'll be good to have him back. That's pretty much all I can say. Our pop has gone down in some regions, hasn't it, for some reason? Yeah, what is this all about? Where all of a sudden this shit just, like, crashed. That's some weird shit, man. I don't know if that's, like... Does anybody know what that's because of? Where, like, this crashed, and then this crashed, and this went up, but this crashed, that went up. Like, how do I check the wrestling? But the wrestling business didn't go down. I don't even know at this point, to be honest. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. You guys enjoyed. This is Silly Tuck. Signing out.